I sold my iPhone 12 mini and got a Z Flip 3. After experiencing the mini form factor, foldables caught my attention, especially the flip form factor. I had the Nokia E90 communicator while I was in school and it was a huge head turner, but wasn't very durable. I bought the Z Flip 3 for myself to experience and to share my thoughts with you guys. I was shocked to learn about the call quality and network reception on the Z Flip 3 later in the video. Hey guys, you are watching TechNutso, let's get started. A 6.7-inch 120Hz AMOLED Full HD display which just folds in half to fit in your pocket or hand is just mesmerizing. Yes, when folded, it is double the size of a normal smartphone. But still, it is not like carrying two smartphones. Carrying it when it is folded feels kinda comfortable and cool. It is lightweight and also doesn't feel bulky. I have two phones, so it does add bulk to my jeans pocket for sure. It looks like a big bulge in my pocket. Opening the flip is not as fun as closing the flip. There was an era when both of it was fun, but not now. I like closing it to hang up calls. While closing, it does make a little thud sound which can be satisfying as well as annoying according to the surroundings or situations you are in. I find it satisfying 90% of the time and the remaining 10% is annoying when I am in a silent environment. The flip doesn't close fully. We can literally see through the gap, and because of the gap, there's always dust and lint from the pocket when I open the flip. I have to clean it most of the time. The flip is IPX8, that is water resistant up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes, but not dust resistant. And dust is the thing which can create problems with the flip. At the bottom of the display on the borders, there are two rubber buffers on both sides as a protector so that the display sides don't touch each other. The flip comes with a pre-installed plastic screen protector from the company which is not to be removed. And when it does start coming off, you need to replace it as soon as possible to keep the display safe. From what I have read on the internet, when the screen protector starts coming off, the display also gets damaged because of it. So please, if you have or want to get a flip, keep in mind to replace the screen protector in time to avoid display damage. The Z Flip 3 cannot be opened by one hand with discipline, but without discipline it can be opened. However, it won't survive in the long run. As I am a person who loves tech very much, discipline is my way of handling it. That's the reason I open my Z Flip with both hands. Physical overview of the Z Flip 3. The frame is built of aluminum which looks and feels premium. The back and front are made up of glass which is Gorilla Glass Victus, and between the two glass pieces is the hinge which has Samsung engraved on it. The build quality is strong and feels sturdy. On the left side there is a SIM tray only. On the right side are the volume rockers and the power button with the built-in fingerprint scanner. On the top is a noise cancelling microphone, and at the bottom there are two microphone holes, no headphone jack here, a Type-C port and speakers. At the front is a 6.7-inch display made up of ultra-thin glass. The aspect ratio of the display is 22:9, which is what I like the most about the Z Flip's display. My hands, although they are huge and reach my 11 Pro Max completely, struggle with the Z Flip 3. The display is crisp and has great colors. Consuming content on this is a delight to the eyes. While watching YouTube videos, I have to zoom in to utilize the full screen as the aspect ratio of the display is different from most smartphones. And after zooming in, some of the background components in the video are cropped out. This is not impressive when watching videos that are not optimized for this aspect ratio. The punch hole camera cutout is not much of a distraction, but the crease in the middle of the screen is most of the time. It is visible when there is a reflection of light and when we are consuming content from side angles. It also disturbs the eyes and mind while reading on the screen. We can also feel the crease while scrolling. I can see a rainbow on the flip's screen when I look at it through polarized glasses. We can see the rainbow because of a phenomenon called refraction. The added layer of the display refracts the light once, and when you see it through polarized glasses, it will refract the light the second time. Thus we see the rainbow. The touch is smooth, accurate and fast, but the plasticky feel of the screen protector doesn't feel good. The touch and feel of the glass screen protector are way superior to the plastic one on the Z Flip 3, and this feel can't be replicated on the Z Flip. I have seen many people using their smartphones without screen protectors just because they love the smooth feel of the display. Although the refresh rate of the Z Flip 3 is 120Hz, I don't feel the difference when I go back to my iPhone 11 Pro Max which has a 60Hz display. The Z Flip 3's display has 1200 nits of brightness, and it really gets bright when in sunlight. No viewing issues when in direct sunlight. I was amazed by the speed at which it increases and decreases the brightness when auto brightness is on. The main component of a smartphone is the display, and that of the Flip is very delicate. It is to be handled with utmost care. If you are new to the channel, please do the two taps, that is like and subscribe for more tech content. Also check out my channel for tech videos and tips and tricks on iPhones, iPads and laptops. The hinge of the Samsung Z Flip 3 can stop at most angles, which helps the flex mode possible. Flex mode is activated when the Z Flip is folded at 90 degrees, basically like a laptop. The upper half screen is taken up by the app and the lower screen has either a trackpad or audio video controls. This mode is damn impressive. It is very useful when I am sitting at a desk and don't want to tilt my head but still want to use my phone. We can click photos and videos without the need for a tripod. The cover screen size is big enough and feels like an advantage. There is the clock, battery percentage, day date and month. I have turned on always on display for the cover screen so that anytime I can glance at the time. But one thing I felt is missing on the AOD of the cover screen is that it should show a missed call and message icon. That would have been more useful to me. However, it shows an orange dot on the left side for new notifications. So still I have to double tap and slide to the right to check notifications, which feels like work. Not all app icons, but missed calls, messages and WhatsApp would make a difference and help users. Swipe right for notifications and left for music, calendar, weather, voice recorder and whatever widgets you want. We can shoot some high quality selfies with the main rear camera by using the cover screen as a viewfinder. That's an amazing feature for sure. Customization is on par with the cover screen. We can choose from various variations of the clock styles and we can also add our favorite images to it. There is no option to do anything else like opening apps. But there's an app that allows us to do that. We can open almost everything, but the screen is really small for that. At the heart of the Samsung Z Flip 3 is the Snapdragon 888. It is a 5G enabled chipset with an octa-core CPU. Everyday tasks are a piece of cake on the Z Flip 3. App performance and speeds are fast and buttery smooth. But while playing high intensive games, it does tend to heat up and throttle. BGMI supports 60 FPS in the smooth setting only, which makes it feel like the Snapdragon processor is not being used to its potential. It doesn't support 90 FPS in BGMI either. The 60 FPS is also not constant. It fluctuates between 40 to 60 and sometimes even drops to 33. It heats up to a max of 46 degrees Celsius. The upper side, which consists of the rear cameras and the cover screen, gets really hot, and also the screen on the same side. Also, while playing BGMI, the Flip tends to fold again and again, which is annoying. There's a dedicated gaming mode in the Z Flip 3. In short, we can game on the Z Flip 3, but enjoyment can be subjective. The Samsung Z Flip 3 is a 5G handset with one physical SIM and one eSIM. Call quality and network reception on the Z Flip 3 are very mediocre. I have a 5G Airtel SIM installed in it and I have faced a lot of call drops and disconnections. Disconnections as in when I slide to call someone from the call log, the call ends there itself, just like that. The call connects itself the second time. I usually attend calls while I am walking through my apartment, and there hasn't been one time that I haven't had voice cut issues. Every time I move, the voice of the other person goes blank for some seconds. But I must say, the sound quality through the earpiece is really good. The voice cancelling during the phone call isn't as good as on iPhones. On iPhones, it is on another level. In my apartment's elevator, the mobile signals are weak. But my iPhone 12 mini with the same SIM card would never run out of network signals, unlike the Z Flip 3, which literally runs out of the network. The fingerprint sensor mounted on the power button is very quick. The power button is rarely used to wake up the screen, as the flip is opened and closed to wake and sleep the phone. The battery inside of the Z Flip 3 is of 3300 mAh capacity, which according to the foldable form factor is good, but to today's standards, it is less. The Z Flip 3 is my secondary device, so my usage is moderate and not very high. So I get through my whole day with approximately 2 hours of SOT. I charge it every morning and it takes around 1 hour and 30 minutes to fully charge. It charges at 15 watts, which is even slow when compared to my 4-year-old iPhone 11 Pro Max, which charges at 18 watts. The Flip's hinge does tend to heat up while charging. Overnight battery drain is 6 to 7% with always on display turned on the cover screen, and it seems normal to me. I sometimes use the wireless power sharing to charge my iPhone and AirPods when they are low on battery. It is very useful but also very slow at the same time. Also, the device getting charged should be aligned perfectly or it will not be charged. Let's talk about the cameras on the Z Flip 3. It has two 12 megapixel sensors, one is wide and another is ultra wide. The ultra wide lens has the fisheye effect which feels like a low quality sensor, but it captures good light when compared to my iPhone 11 Pro Max. The photo quality is good but could be better. The shutter speed is low, so at times my photos turn out to be blurry. Details are missing at times. There is a need for many improvements. The colors are good though. The video quality is up to the mark. I have shot videos on the Z Flip 3 and they have turned out to be good. Here are some samples, you be the judge. The front camera is 10 megapixels, has a wide sensor and supports 4K at 60 fps video. The selfie camera can be used for video calls, but for photos, the rear setup with the cover screen can provide you good shots. The haptics are powerful on the Z Flip 3 than on my 11 Pro Max, but I like the feel of the taptic motor on the iPhone. The Z Flip 3 is currently running on Android 13 and Samsung's One UI 5.1.1. It performs smoothly without any lags. Samsung has said that it will provide software updates for 3 years and security updates for 5 years. I like the multi-windows and flex mode on this very much. I think the multi-window support should be made available on iPhones too. I am not very fond of social media experience on the Z Flip 3, which is very unlike my iPhone. So now the question arises, is the flip form factor worth it for you? Should you buy the Z Flip 3 in 2024? The Z Flip 3 is a foldable smartphone from Samsung. And yes, it is a very delicate device, no matter what everyone says. There are several cases of the Flip 3's failed durability issues on the internet. The Flip 3 is a perfect device to flaunt rather than a daily driver kind of. So if you are looking for some extra attention and something to flaunt, you can get the Z Flip 3, but people looking to buy a daily driver should skip this device. So here I end my video. This was my perspective on the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. Click here to watch my iPhone 12 mini review. Drop your queries in the comments below and the relevant ones will be answered. If you have any tech queries, follow and DM me on Instagram. I am happy to help. Instagram link in the description. See you guys in the next one. TechNutso signing off.